It says we're live.
We're live.
We're live.
Good evening.
Good
Welcome to
evening.
Shatter Tuesdays. It is your girl V. Oh, girl, I'm getting pretty good with this.
You're a natural.
Oh,
I watch your videos all the time. You have me cracking up.
well, thank you. Thank you. I know I can be a little special sometimes, but
Special is good. We need special in the world.
that's true. That
Hmm.
is true. That is true. I am with the owner. She's my cousin. Okay.
That's
So
right.
if you guys are wondering, like, are y'all really related? Don't worry about all that.
We
This is my
related. We related in spirit.
Yes, we're related in
Mhm.
spirit. That's true. Well, this is my cousin LaTonya, and she's the owner of Sugarfoot Company, Bath
And
and
company.
Sugarfoot and Company,
Hmm.
Bath and Body. Did I say all that right?
You got, yeah,
I,
Sugarfoot and Company Bath and Body Products.
okay,
It's a
Bath and Body
mouthful.
products. Okay, I gotta put some respect on it. Yes, ma'am. Let me make sure I get it all corrected on there.
Mhm.
So, tell me about your company. Help us educate the people about your company. What is Sugarfoot?
Well, thank you for asking. Sugarfoot is a family, it's a family name. So I'll just say that. The name is
Okay.
definitely unique. It's a natural body care business that I started in 2009 by accident.
By
So
accident.
by accident, and I'm gonna tell you why. But nothing is really by accident because
Okay.
the Lord tell you things. So let me just back way up. So 2009, my son was Miles was 3. I think yeah, he was two, 2.5, 3. I don't know, somewhere around there. He was a toddler. He was born with eczema and on his fingers, and so his eczema had gotten bad. I had to go take him to the doctor. Find out what's going on, and a host of other things were also happening at the same time. But
Hmm.
the eczema, he's asthmatic. We're not gonna go through the whole gamut of things that were going on. He had a food allergy. It was like there was a lot happening. When I tell you he was allergic to everything, we talk about wheat, soy, eggs, nuts. This
Everything.
was before, yeah, this was before uh, the mainstream gluten free and all of that was going down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So so I don't know if it was something he was eating was exacerbating his eczema, but it had gotten kind of out of control. I was like, okay, I need to go see about this because it's not healing. And of course, those who suffer from eczema, they prescribe steroid creams to, cortisone. Don't always, they over the counter. No, they're talking about prescription strength, cortisone steroid creams. So, I was like, oh, I don't want to put that on my baby's skin. He's only 3,
He's
and
only 3.
putting that chemical on his skin, and he's still developing. You hear all the side effects. It thins the skin, and after a while, it becomes unresponsive. Da, 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 da. So I was like, okay, yes, we're going to use this because we need to heal it, but I want a natural moisturizer he can use every day. So I
Mm-hmm.
started researching, natural butters, oils, and I came across this random recipe, and I went to the store, I think the drugstore, the grocery store, whatever, picked up the ingredients and just started formulating in my kitchen. And then I came up with what I guess was a good consistency. And then I scented it with some essential oils I had on hand. Um, and then that was kind of it. I think I put it in a jar, in a little baby food jar, because I had a bunch of them left over. I sterilized it, cleaned it out. It was real cute.
Right.
I took it to work, and at the time, my coworker, I was like, "Oh, smell this. Let me know what you think." And so she did, and her reaction was unexpected. She was like, "Well, how much is it?"
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So that was light bulb went off,
Like, did
and
I
then
do
after
that?
that, I don't something happened, and the idea of starting this, it kept me up all night. Like had insomnia. So, those types of things with stuff keeping you up like that, that's just God telling you to do something, or he's putting something on you. And something was definitely on me because I couldn't sleep for like a week. And I
Oh
was
my
just
goodness.
searching, and I don't know, within a week or two, that time, I developed this business because I couldn't sleep. And so that was my happy accident.
My happy accident. I like how you put that.
Yeah. All because my baby had eczema.
Mm.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. So now you said you just but did you do some research on trying to figure out what to put together, or you just
Yeah. So I researched the ingredients and I read through what the ingredients did. So my main ingredients are butters, which are like coconut. I'm sorry. I don't. I used to use coconut oil, but I stopped putting it in there because many of my customers have coconut allergies. So
okay.
um, I use coconut oil and other some of the other products. But anyway, the to get me going, I researched cocoa butter, shea butter, your main butters that you hear about. And then there's
Mm-hmm.
cocoa butter. Um, what's the third one or fourth one? Mango butter. So those are the four butters I usually use as my base. And that just seemed to really work. They are, they have a great, um, they interact really well, when whipping. And then I smooth them out with oils. So vegetable oil, canola oil, sometimes olive oil, even though I'm not particular of the smell. Sometimes it can go rancid, meaning it can go bad after sitting for a while.
Mm-hmm.
No preservative in there. So I prefer certain oils that just have a little longer shelf life. So I researched that, like how long can I let it sit before use? You know, just all kinds of
That
things.
makes
Like
sense.
I started this in 2009. So if you can imagine years and years and years of research,
Right.
in between dealing, with a toddler at the time, and he's now 15, and I work a full-time job on top
Right.
of that,
And running a business.
and running a business, and I'm very, very, very active in my sorority. So
Right. Right.
let's not forget that. So,
Yes, let's not
it
forget.
just, you just find that time, the research, it just comes, I steal time away. So I might sacrifice not watching TV. I might sacrifice not going out. I might stay up. So sacrifice sleep,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm usually up early in the morning if I'm not working out, which I haven't been. So, I mean, coach, no, but that's what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm putting in that time to research, you know, different types of products, different types of ingredients, what they do, how I can incorporate them into what I already have, or, pricing or whatever.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, so did the eczema, you said it just started on his fingers. Did it ever
He was
spread?
born, it does spread, yes. So he was born with it on both of his hands. One hand is a little worse than the other. But as he's gotten older, it happens in the bends of his arms.
Okay.
And I notice a lot of times, as with other things that come out in your skin, your diet, and this because Coach
Mm-hmm.
always tells us about our nutrition. What you put into your body will definitely come out in other places. So, when we're detoxing and things like that. So he eats a lot of bread, a lot of carbs. I still kind of think back to when he was, had this wheat. It wasn't a wheat sensitivity,
Mm-hmm.
because he eventually grew out of that, and so now he eats all the bread in the world. And but I think that gluten and those binders in the breads and the starches and those starchy type foods
Right.
makes it worse. So it's like a catch-22. He's a growing teenager, eats everything that's not nailed down, but everything that he eats is not always in agreement with his skin.
With the skin,
Yeah.
right. So it's a learning process for him and also for you,
Yes.
because I'm quite sure when you're young, and when he was first had eczema, you probably don't want to eat all the healthy things. You want the sweets and all that other stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
now you said Sugarfoot is a family name.
Yes.
Now is
So Sugarfoot came from my grandfather. He's deceased now, but my
okay.
granddaddy David gave my brother this nickname. And he used to call him Sugarfoot. And he would go around and, and sing this song, "Hey, Sugarfooty," and it would just make my brother so he would get kind of mad about it. He didn't like to be teased, but it was cute because
Hmm.
he was a cute little boy. So, but after a while, Sugarfoot fell off and it was shortened to just Suge. So my brother's nickname is Suge, which we still call him that to this day.
Okay.
Um, but the name, was like, it just popped in my head.
Right.
It was, I was like, I need a catchy name, you know, and it might sound a little cute if you're trying to market it to the guys, but it still works.
Right.
Like,
Right.
what's this Sugarfoot? Now you can, jazz it up and be like, yeah, what is it?
Hmm. What is a
What
Sugarfoot?
is it? So yeah, that's how I got the name.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Well, good, good. So now with him using your natural at home products, do you notice a difference in his skin, and especially with you changing what he's consuming, especially with him being a teenager now, but have you noticed a big change in how his skin feels, and then also with your customers, since you've been doing this since 2009, have they reported to you the change in their skin?
Oh yeah, definitely. Now I'm gonna just tell you, my son is the horrible customer, and I'm gonna tell you why. That dude is so inconsistent.
Oh,
When I tell you he don't like, he's a boy. He's a teenage boy.
right.
He don't want to comb his hair. He don't want to halfway. He put the lotion on parts of the body and not others. So
Oh
you got a
goodness.
big old, we ashy in some places, and I'm like, dude, you missed your ankles. The
I'm trying, Mom. I'm trying.
dry is I don't know what, but he gonna put it on their parts where the eczema is. And I'm like, what about the rest of your arms? Like,
Right.
what about up here? We got grease for days in the.
So he's like, I only need to put it in the special areas. I don't
That
need it everywhere
brother
else.
is. Let me tell you, we nothing but laughs with him. So you can't add him as like
A
no,
customer, huh?
no. It works when he uses it. And the other part, when you asked me about talk about this, his diet, girl, that's a whole nother conversation because trying to get him to eat different things, he
Mm.
definitely has, and we'll probably talk about this later. His tastes um, are they're very strict. So once he gets on something, he's finicky about it. He'll eat the same thing all the time. So it's very hard for me to deviate from some of the stuff that he eats because he won't eat anything else. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so I have to force the vegetables now, whereas vegetables was all he could eat and gluten-free products. But now it's like it's a battle. So sometimes it's like you pick your battles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
As far as my customers, I get when they're I look at who's coming back to order. So and what they're ordering. So for instance, this is all my soaps kind of look the same. Like this one you wouldn't be able to tell a difference from like honey almond, but this is a brown sugar fig. All the soaps have um olive oil, shea butter base. So, and they're natural, so they're made with lye, but they bubble. The lather is so rich. They smell so nice.
mm.
It's
That was
not an overpowering scent, and it's, it moisturizes your skin. I use them, we use them all the time. So it's like, like, okay, make sure you put one aside for you.
right.
And then Miles has his favorite. So his favorite soap is the oatmeal cookies. It has flecks of whole oats in there, and it kind of is like an exfoliator a little bit, but that
Yeah.
definitely helps the skin. Um, and activated charcoal for his acne. Because again, the kids, they're hormonal. What they eat definitely does not help, breakouts and things like that, because coming through your skin, through your pores. So
Hmm.
I've had him on his little skin regimen is to use the activated charcoal soap, which definitely helps. And he will do that. Now he will, get it together.
He would use that.
He'll use that, and because he don't want it to be dealing with the bumps and the acne and
Oh
everything.
yeah.
So he's pretty good about taking care of his skin regimen. I don't no girls yet, but just that he likes him, to feel good about himself.
Right. Right.
So
And I've heard about that, the charcoal. I wasn't for sure if that was
it
real or not.
definitely it detoxes your pores.
Mm.
It lifts dirt from your pores. It's a natural detoxifier. So um I tend to sell that better in person than on my site, but it's on sale now. So I'm trying to get rid of it. Like, okay, y'all can take this. So can
Oh
move
wow.
this inventory. But it's definitely a great detoxifier. I sneak using it on my skin, and definitely drinking the water. You have to drink your water.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is true because I've seen it in the stores, but I mean I'll be truthful. When I first thought of charcoal, I was thinking of
Charcoal
barbie.
briquettes. Yeah.
Right. Well,
Hmm.
you know, and so
Yeah.
I was like, is that what they're putting? And I wasn't for sure how that worked, but okay, well, that's really good information, though. And Coach has told me that she orders things from you all the time, and
Oh yeah.
things
I love
smell so.
Coach. Coach is my bestest customer.
She, she's the number one customer.
Yes.
Well,
Oh
that's
yeah.
good.
Oh
So
yeah.
you mentioned his favorite is like oatmeal, like an oatmeal cookie one. Are there different scents that you have? Like, are they able to customize scents, or how does that?
So yeah, so I have signature scents. I do carry, let me see. So this is a body butter. This is oatmeal cookies, one of his favorite scents. This is an
Okay.
8-ounce jar of body butter. I have about 8 or 9 scents, so you can kind of see the texture. It's
Yeah,
whipped.
it's real
Oh my
thick
God,
too.
it feels so good going on your skin. It's lovely. Um, I have about, I don't know, 8 or 9 cents. And at one time I had someone upwards of 20 cents. It was just too much to keep up with. You have folks that's like, hey, can you make this? Can you make that? I mean, the base is the same for all of the products,
Right.
except for a few that I may customize for some clients that have certain skin sensitivities. They can't use certain butters or oils. So I may omit that and substitute, you know, for that population. But the scents itself, I just had to kind of cut it down, because then it becomes a soap, and then it's the body butter, and then next thing you know, there's an oil, and it just and then it's just
Right.
a lot to take, to do, because you have to think about it. I'm packaging. It's a one-woman show. So
Hmm.
I'm formulating, I'm producing. So there's production. Matter of fact, I got some oil sitting in the crock pot back there that's melted. I'm going to make more body butter later. Um, then there's packaging. So somebody got to put the stuff in these containers.
Right.
And then there's the branding. So I have to create my labels, and I outsource some of the stuff. So, you order them from wherever in bulk, but somebody got to put them on.
Somebody got to put my right.
Somebody put 'em- you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's all of these things. And so if I have 20 different scents, and I, offer 3, 4 different products in those types of scents, and it's like, it got to be too much,
Yeah.
and overwhelming. So I've learned to cut it down. I've cut down to some signature scents. I keep more in stock of some scents because they're, more popular than others. And just kind of, I've learned over the last year and a half, 2 years about how to kind of um, produce my inventory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, especially since it's all just you. Right.
It's,
So,
and Miles has a small role. So he's
okay.
sort of my employee.
We don't have to call child labor laws on you.
No, we do not. Because that
Okay.
brother is going to definitely tell on his mama, like, listen, I'm working too hard. He will, you ain't got to worry about him advocating for himself ever.
Okay.
But he has, his role is to stamp the packaging, the packing. So I recycle, to keep costs low. All of my supplies, sometimes they come with the brown packaging. There's nothing on it. So it's like, why
Right.
throwing this out? I can reuse it. So I recycle that. And what you see is Miles' has hand stamped our logo on that packaging. So that's he's the branding manager.
Okay. I
That's
like
his,
that.
that's his title.
Branding manager.
He's the branding manager. And he takes pride in his stuff. Let me tell you something. His little tool, honey, the little handle got a little loose. He coming over here to management. Look, my tool is not working.
I'm having some problems.
That brother. We're gonna talk about the one time he was like, my check is short because he get a little small stipend.
He said his check was short.
Mommy, you didn't put all my allowance because I did XYZ. It was like $8 short. I don't know. But essentially that's what he said. My check's short. You gotta fix it.
Wow. No, he needs all of his coins.
He needs all his coins, honey. He not gonna hear nothing else you told him to do. Forget to take out the trash, but he gonna count them coins.
Right. That is too cute. Mm-hmm. He's reporting that his check is short. Oh my goodness.
Yes. He want to see HR.
So I know that you had mentioned earlier that you're in a sorority.
Yeah.
And so which sorority is that?
Oh, the fabulous.
Uh-oh, here she go.
Timelessly finer. Oh. Ladies of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you. I like all those extra adjectives.
Oh my goodness. I had to message you.
Oh, I know. Well, yeah, so she is my divine nine sister as well as a cousin. So we're always supporting. And I did notice that you had your conference not too long ago. And so
we had our state conference. So I'm in the state of Maryland, and I served as our conference marshal for the state conference. And it was a very learning experience. I was, appreciative to be able to be asked to serve and represent. And yeah, it was fun. It was tiring. You guys didn't see me in the group that much. I was like, look. I'm hanging on.
You're hanging on. I know.
I'm hanging on, but it was a great experience.
Okay. And was your business part of I thought I saw something.
Yes, you did. So okay. Sugarfoot was part. I have to thank our state director for allowing Sugarfoot to partake in that, have the opportunity to be showcased. So all of the attendees, all 200 something plus 220 somewhere around in there, received a bit of Sugarfoot. So they all got the Sugarfoot experience.
Okay.
In their conference swag contain that. So yeah.
That's a lot of products. So I know Miles got a bonus.
Miles didn't get no bonus because he didn't want to help. I told you that dude funny. I'm telling you.
I was trying to help.
No, I'm gonna tell the truth.
Okay.
I had some elves to come and help me. Some of my sorors came to assist, and I appreciate them because we, without their help, I probably would be like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm gonna get this done. So
Well, that's
yeah,
wonderful.
yeah,
That's wonderful because that's also marketing for you and branding to get your company out there. And I know your sewers are supporting you. So, and then you also have other customers that are supporting you as well. Now, what's your website? Let me make sure we get this right. What's your
yeah.
website?
The website is sugarfootandcompany.com. So it's sugar, FOOT, and AND, company, COMPANY.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're on social media. I know you're on
Yeah,
Instagram.
I'm on Instagram, so I'm at Sugarfoot underscore luxury body on Instagram,
Luxury.
and on Facebook, I'm just Sugarfoot and Company, just like my website.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, good, good. So
yeah,
they can definitely go and find you on your website,
they can
order some
definitely.
products. I know I'm gonna be truthful. I know I'm slipping because you
Good.
you sent me some special. I was like, oh, I need to do that, and then I get to doing something else. I'm like, oh, I didn't miss
It's
this one.
look, I'm here. I'm here. Look, 13 years later, I ain't going nowhere.
Right, right. That's true.
I'm here, and you have my phone number, so it's like, hey.
That's true. I need to go ahead and order some things, and because I now Reggie's not here. That's my husband. For people who's
Mm-hmm.
wondering who's Reggie, but there are times where his skin is not the greatest because I maybe have some. Well,
Oh,
I shouldn't say this is a
I was
man
going to say,
thing.
speaking of men, because I have a few things here. So I do have a men's line. So I have,
Oh,
and I'm going to tell you, this is my favorite. So I have a beard oil. I don't know if you can see it,
oh,
and it's
yes, I
called
can see.
I just because the name it's called You Sexy MF, and it
Oh,
smell like You Sexy MF. Oh my God,
mm,
get you in
mm. Hold on.
trouble.
What's the name of that name again?
Right here. Look, I'm gonna text it to you, so you ain't got to worry.
Okay, you sexy Emma. Oh, I know that
Yeah, and
smells
I
good.
have another black tie. So I have four different scents in the beard oil. Um,
Okay.
the beard oil is for the guys that had the beards, of course, but you can use it on your hair, you can use it on your skin. Definitely softens, makes softens the beard, moisturizes the hair. They do have to take care of their beards. If you're gonna wear them, you don't want them all dry and looking like really
Mm-hmm.
bad on your face. So I'm saying,
Hey, well,
you got
you
some that look kind of like,
right. Not
yeah.
the Brillo pad though.
I'm just saying, moisturize that hair on your face. If you gonna do it, just you gotta take care of it too. You know,
That's true.
that's right. So, this is premium oils. You don't need a whole lot. A little bit goes a long way. It does have a very nice scent that lasts all day. It's not overpowering. So, I
Okay.
do have something for the guys. I have coordinating scents. Um, I make body butters in I have a sandalwood, and what's the other one for guys? Actually, the guys they kind of go with some of the other scents that I have too. So I have
Mm-hmm.
cocoa mango. Sandalwood is definitely one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
Lemongrass. I have my cousin. Let me tell you, which was so funny.
it.
He would order the lemongrass, and I'm gonna bring it back in the spring. It's like kind of a springy, summery type scent. But that would be, my cousin would order. Um, my cousin Debbie would order for her husband Tommy. My cousin Tommy, and I was like, "You like that for him?" She was like, "He loved it." So
Oh
I
my
mean, I
goodness.
don't, it's just amazing what people like. You would think like guys would go for the male, kind of masculinity sense, but they like, not necessarily flowery, but they like clean. So I do
Clean, right.
lean towards the cleaner scents. Oatmeal cookies is definitely a clean scent. This is my son's favorite, like I said. Sandalwood is another one that's unisex, so men and women. I have a customer that loves it. She swears by it. So, I
Mm,
try to keep those things in stock. So you just never know. Stuff that you like might
right.
not be what, or something that someone else likes might be not be what you like as the owner. So you have to think about that when you talk about your customer base. and creating
Okay.
things. Yeah.
That makes sense. That because Reggie needs his own products because
Oh, I got you covered.
um I mean I like to share, but
Right.
not
Right.
all the time because
Right.
he just uses it too much. And like I
You
was saying,
sound like Coach, because Coach was like, these people need to go on your site for themselves. I mean, this look, it's serious in these Sugarfoot streets now.
right in the
Go ahead
Sugarfoot
now, get
street.
your own stuff.
So Coach did send a message. She said, "Love you guys." She got to go and teach, but she is a
Yes.
repeat customer,
Look,
and
and that's
she
the other
always.
reason. That's the other reason why I wore my shirt, just in case we wrapped up. I can go to her class. So just in
Oh,
case.
what time her class start? Oh,
It's
you.
7:30, but I told her that I was gonna be late because
Oh,
we talking. So it's
oh,
okay.
okay.
I think I'll get a pass.
Okay, you get a pass.
I get a pass.
Okay. Well, she did say that she likes to smell expensive. So
And let me tell you something. Oh, this is her favorite.
the
It's called
oatmeal
Angel Wings.
angel wings.
Yes.
Okay.
I cannot describe what this. It smells expensive. It's one of. It started off as a soap,
Mm-hmm.
and that's I was like, oh, this is a real nice scent, and then next thing you know, folks was like, do you make this in a body butter? See, you see how it grows.
Yeah.
So let me tell you. So Angel Wings comes in a body butter, a scrub, and I'm formulating another product. It's a foaming oil, no water.
Oh.
Let me tell you
Wait, in
something.
the water.
In the
Oh.
That thing will get you in trouble. Look, I'm in the testing phase, and I'm like, I have created something. This is so.
Mm.
It's in the testing. I'm just making sure that it's stable before I roll it out.
Okay.
But yeah,
Well, that also makes sense. You have to test the products and test it on
hmm
yourself
and
before.
I do, and I have
Right.
sometimes I have testers, that are willing to try for, and I try to test for a long, enough time to work out any formulation kinks.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely tell them what's in it. So I'm not using anything that is out of the norm for what I normally use. It's just, you know,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
But let me tell you, summertime is going to be popping. I have that going. I formulated a new body oil. So I did have a body oil that I'm going to bring back. Peach Bellini was a fan favorite.
Ooh, that sounds
Mhm.
good. Peach
Yeah,
Bellini.
that came in a body butter as well as an oil. And I think I did a soap too. And then
I'm gonna run out the list. You said Peach Bellini,
Peach
the
Bellini,
spring
Angel Wings.
angel wings, and
Uh-huh.
the
And then
sexy.
Cocoa Mango is going to show up in a body oil too. Let me tell you, that was a custom order for my state director, and I'm glad she asked me to do that because I had a little residual and I kept it for myself, and I was like, man, I'm gonna get
Oh my
people in
goodness,
trouble. Folk around here
trouble.
smelling delicious
Smelling delicious and expensive.
and expensive. Yes.
Well, I like that. I'm gonna have to definitely get with the program because I've been slipping. So I'm gonna place my order today,
Okay.
and that's my goal to go ahead and
Yes.
rack up on some of this smell good, and I get Reggie that bottle of oil,
Yes.
just for
Yes.
him.
Yes. So I appreciate that. So I was going to tell you, there's something else that I have been venturing. Just it's offline. So, but I get a lot of requests to do
Okay.
custom orders, like gifts and things like that. So I do custom gifts. The baskets, but they're really more of a box.
Okay.
So I call it the Sugarfoot experience. And I started that. Um, it was last year during our virtual state conference. And I created this box, and it was just, I had so many compliments. And so, the feedback was so positive. And I was like, oh, I think I might be on to something. When you open up this box, it just makes you feel awesome. The smell hits you, and you're just like, you have an instant experience just from opening the box to the smell and then how it feels, and an instant spa experience before you even use it.
Wow.
So
Okay.
yeah, so I do custom gift boxes in various sizes, but you have to contact me offline to
to get those.
to get those. So, think of new member boxes, stuff for church.
Okay.
I've done a large event. So, if you think about that,
Okay. That's
swag
those are good
bag.
because what is this? April's coming up. So
Hmm.
if someone's into Easter, they can do Easter or Mother's Day is coming up.
Mother's Day is coming up. So yeah, it's just need a little bit of time. I typically have some things that I can pull from my inventory,
Hmm.
but those larger orders where they're custom would need a few weeks lead time.
Right, to
Yeah.
get your time to set.
Hmm.
Now,
Hmm.
speaking of that keyword
Hmm.
time, what's the average time it takes for you to make this product? Because you're not in a factory, you don't have the machines going. This is all by your hands. And so how what's the time frame that it takes you to, like, if you decide to make your product starting right now, like how
Hmm.
many hours are we looking at?
It takes a couple of days because
Oh,
it's a process. Definitely the body butter, and I don't like to rush. So it's
mm,
like cooking. You have your favorite recipe, that signature meal that's multi-layered. You're gonna take your time and do it,
okay.
right. So I start early. So it's, it happens in pieces. It might be from melting the butter. So that's already done. But from beginning to end, maybe a whole day if I just did everything in one day, because you have to kind of wait. You can't start whipping hot butter. You,
Right.
it's a cooling it's a cooling down process.
Right.
There's a heat phase, there's a cool phase, there's a whipping phase, and that takes a couple times to get the right consistency. And then, everybody has their own rhythm and what they know is the right consistency and look for their product. And I have mine. So if it's not right, then I might have to tweak here and there,
Okay.
to get it just right. And
So you
sometimes I'll use the same recipe. Not sometimes, but yeah, sometimes this is what happened. I have the same recipe, the same method, same, and the um the one, because it's a chemical reaction when you're adding new things in there. So sometimes the fragrance oil will change the consistency.
Oh,
And
okay.
different fragrance oils that I might use will just change up. It might make it too loose. It might make it harden quickly, or the meltdown phase it didn't melt properly, so it's not smooth, and I have to it's just it takes some time.
Uh-oh. Sorry about that. I forgot to make sure I unplugged this phone. My bad. Excuse me, y'all, for the ringing.
It's all
Sorry
right.
about,
Look,
sorry
we
about
live.
that.
We
No.
live, honey. We've been in COVID for 2 years, so we just seen it all. Kids running behind me, you know. Miles
That is
upstairs
true.
in class, so that's why you haven't seen her, because he will
Oh,
pop in on
okay.
you.
He'd be like, hey, what that
Hey.
lady talking about?
Mhm.
So it is fair to say that all of your products are made with love because it takes time. Patience is what I'm hearing a lot of, and just having that total care for making sure that you get your products right and getting it out to the customers. And I love that about you, cousin. I really do. I really
Thank
do.
you. Thank you. Yes, it definitely, I believe in customer service. I mean, and just in everything. I just believe in doing it right. I believe in excellence. If it's not right, if it's not up to my standard, I'm not going to give it to you. And, there have been some faux pas, but I will own up to if it's not 100%, I'll do what I need to make it right.
Mhm.
Um, that's just me.
So
That's
this
just me and everything. That's the same thing I hear, in doing sorority life and all of that. So look, here he comes.
Yep. Hey, Miles.
Say hi.
Hey,
You're on
How
live
you?
TV. Everybody in the world looking at you.
I highly doubt that.
I
Oh,
don't.
hey, you never know. We may go viral. Hey,
We
Miles.
might say hey.
Uh-oh. Now he said I'm off. I'm
Hmm.
exiting right.
Excellent, right? So,
So I do want to share this last little bit because I know that you are a very strong advocate. And what is your passion when you're doing advocacy? What's your passion there?
um, I've been an advocate, I think, all my life, to be honest with you. I don't like to see injustice
Hmm.
of any kind. And I definitely, I'll speak up after I just can't take it anymore. Sometimes it might not even be that long. But so but maybe the audience does not know. I'm a mom of a teen on the autism spectrum. So that is my passion. My child is, he's my world. So I am his voice. And I align myself with learning all I could about um, autism spectrum disorder because, I'm a single parent. Um, I don't have family close by. So my sorority sisters and frat brothers are my family. So I have, that village is not bloodline, but they're here, to assist. And, just having the awareness, the education, from reading quite a bit about what autism is and is not. Miles has been my teacher because you can read this stuff in a book, but
Right.
until you live it, until you experience certain things in real time, you don't have it just gives you a different perspective, and then you have those who can comment because they're on the outside looking in. But again, like I said, if you're not living this every day, you can't tell somebody how to tie their shoes if you've never walked in their shoes.
Mm.
um so I think that is my passion, um advocating for him, teaching him how to be independent, um ensuring that he um understands his gifts. So I put this shirt on purposely. This is my Avengers t-shirt. I'm a Marvel nerd. I'm just a nerd. So
Me too. You're not by yourself.
yes. So, they say I don't have a cape, but this is close to it. My superhero. I got a lot of superhero t-shirts. And so I believe in instilling in Miles that you have superpowers. He also has ADHD, the kind of on the extreme side, like, whew, it's a traveling circus, baby. Let me tell you. Just strap in. You're going for a ride. So, having those two diagnoses and you don't want to label and all of that. But I'm like, we're gonna embrace this because it is what it is. It
Right.
what we gonna do? You can't medicate it away, you can't beat it out of them, you can't you have to learn what it is that your child or loved one is dealing with and then go from there. You know what I'm saying? Learn where the resources are to support them. Figure out how they learn, figure out how they communicate. Because how we came up in my generation, just how I was raised, is definitely it did not work all the time for me. Believe it or not, time out worked for me
Hmm.
as opposed to a whooping.
Right.
Just, I mean, I still whoop, but still, I mean, you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
So that's where my passion is just the advocacy portion, of being able to speak for others, advocate and stand in the gap when they cannot. And
Hmm.
that's time consuming too. It's draining, it's a sacrifice, but it's so worth it in the end. I mean, even for the little things, you know what
Right.
I'm
That's
saying?
true.
I see such a difference when I get in there and I see him now. He advocated at the wrong time, but he understand what it's supposed to do.
But it's okay. Well, and you're teaching him those life skills, the life
Yeah.
skills that he needs because he's not going to be a child forever. And I think that's phenomenal, and it's encouraging for you to share that part with someone else that may be going through that same journey, or even someone that's starting that journey and don't really know what to do or
I've
don't
been
think.
there. I've been there. I'm still there because
Right.
there's there's a journey at every stage of his life. It's a
Hmm.
journey, so I'm at that transition journey. He's 15, soon to be 16, and he's getting ready to transition into adulthood. So, that's a whole different ball game. Do I have all the no, I'm asking, and I'm reading, I'm attending webinars and workshops, and I'm getting educated too as I go along.
Right. Right.
And so whatever I do learn, and if there's someone who has done this before, and I can, hey, let me pick your brain on how to navigate this, then I do that. And then I share, because like you said, people need support, especially the Black community. Like, we have a tough time accepting when anything is wrong with us or our kids. We don't
Right.
we're not like, oh, ain't nothing, we quick to blow it off. But it's like,
Hmm.
nah, we have to get beyond that mentality and get in there and act. Um,
Definitely.
yeah.
And I think sometimes I'm going to say, and I can't speak for blacks as a culture, but I think at times we become prideful and we become embarrassed. We don't
I
want
had to
to.
let me tell you, I had to shake that off quickly. There's and some things I still struggle with.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. It's sometimes that acceptance is difficult. It's difficult.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's because you want something else, and this is the hand that you're dealt, and you have to, navigate that. So
Hmm.
you, it just takes a lot of prayer. I mean, I get supports from. I've sat on the couch. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm very transparent. Sometimes you have to see someone to deal with those things to help you see a different way, think differently than what you're used to. And I sought therapy to kind of help me as a parent, to as a caregiver, because caregivers can, they go through things too,
Right.
so that whole take care of yourself while you're being an advocate with the superhero shirt on.
You got to take care of yourself in order to
You
take
got
care of
to put
someone
the
else.
mask on yourself sometimes first before you can go and help somebody else. So,
That's
it's a continuous process. I'm definitely, I don't go to church as often as I should, but I am a firm believer in the good Lord.
true.
And not a day goes by, not sometimes all day long, I'm saying thank you, Jesus. Because without him, I half the time I don't know how I've done half of this stuff. When I look back, and a few times I've been just standing in my kitchen and just been brought to tears, just as how grateful,
Right. Right.
that I'm standing here and I still got my wits about me.
Hmm.
And my
Open
child
wings
gets,
and doorway.
he's who he is, and I get so many compliments, and it's just, I could not have done that without, believing and leaning on the Lord. So
Definitely. That is so very true. Thank you for taking that time to share that piece. I know that was personal to you, but I appreciate you being transparent for that moment. So I don't think I have any. Let me. Oh, you have some encouragement. I believe it's from some of your sorors saying, "Speak up, sis."
oh. Hey y'all, love you. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, thank you for tuning in. And I have noticed that, like, I'm just going to say it here because this is my first time using this Restream platform.
Uh-huh.
And so everything looks fine on Facebook, but then on Instagram, it's like, it's supposed to be top and bottom. And
Oh, okay.
I'm
Well,
like, you
it's
know
all
what? I'm
good.
sorry.
It's all good. I'm just, I'm happy to be the guinea pig.
No, not the guinea pig. Okay. Well, I appreciate you allowing me to do, and I appreciate you taking the time to come on Share the Tea Tuesdays and share about your.
Invite me back anytime.
Yes,
You and I can sit around and we can talk. We can chop it up just
that
because
is true.
that's how we do.
Yes, yes, we do. We do cut up a lot
We do. Mm-hmm.
off camera. So,
Off camera. That's right.
right. Well, I want to make sure that everyone goes and follow not just my blog, which is Share the Tea Tuesdays, but I mean Share the Tea with V, I'm sorry. But my podcast is Share the Tea Tuesdays. But make sure you go out and follow Sugarfoot and Company. Am I saying that right?
Sugarfoot and Company on
Yes,
Facebook.
on
And on
Facebook.
Instagram, it's Sugarfoot_luxury body.
Yes. And go to her website and get you some of these good products so
Yeah.
you can smell expensive and what was the other word? Expensive and
I forgot what we
I
said.
know I forgot to.
You definitely will it's I say nourish your skin. So you're
Oh,
nourished, skin nourished, smelling expensive, delicious. That's what we say.
delicious. Yes.
Mm-mm.
Delicious. Yes. We need to smell all of that because spring is here. She has some new fragrances that are coming out. So make sure you support small businesses and also follow her on her journey because there are different things that she's always advocating for. And
Yeah.
so it's important that
Autism Acceptance Month, or they say Autism Awareness Month, it starts April 1st. Yeah.
April 1st, and that's Friday.
Like Friday, and April 2nd is World Autism Awareness Day. So,
Wow.
we're gonna be out here lighting it up blue.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
You and
Literally.
I can do that, effortlessly. So
That's true. That's true. So make sure if you are not supporting Autism Awareness Month, I mean, I don't know why not. I mean, I'm just gonna be truthful with you. And as a therapist, I'll be truthful. I love the population of autism children. I really do. And a lot of my colleagues, they don't have the tolerance for them, but I do. I said, because you don't understand what they're going through. You're too busy frustrated because you're not taking the time to get where they are.
they have
So,
beautiful minds, and like I said,
yes.
Miles has taught me quite a bit. I'm a better parent because of him, a better person.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So April 1st, well, the month of April is
Hmm.
Autism Awareness Month. And then you said World Autism Day is April 2nd?
April 2nd.
April 2nd.
Hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna turn everything blue.
We're
So
gonna
go
light
ahead
it
and
up blue.
yes, light it up blue and share awareness everywhere on your social media pages, on Twitter, wherever you are. Even if you're not on social media and you just listen to the podcast, still tell someone about autism and encourage someone. So, Latanya, I won't take up a lot of your time because I know you're supposed to be in class.
Girl, class almost over with. We can
Oh,
still
is
be
it?
talking. It's only 30 minutes. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm so sorry,
It's
Coach.
it's all right. It's okay.
She was like, "Well, you got on there, just got the talking away. You know, hurry up and wrap it up."
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Yes, it is. Okay, tell her I owe her big time. I'm sorry. I know her top student is not in class. So, but anyways, I do appreciate you once again, and thank everyone for listening in for Share the Tea Tuesdays. Continue to follow my podcast as I always have some dynamic small businesses or even just some motivational speakers that come on here and just give you some words of encouragement. And until next time. Thank you for following Share the Tea. I usually have music, which I'll probably have to key in. Oh
Okay.
my goodness. All right, let me. Okay, I think I did it right. Did I not? No.
We're still
Girl,
live.
girl, listen. See, this is what I'm talking about. Well, it has probably frozen. It's probably like, I don't know how you're gonna stop it. Like, do you just close the computer down and then it'll shut down on its own? Maybe I
Yeah,
don't.
I see coaches. Yes. She is a repeat customer, honey. I
You
love
feel
her. Yes. She had me cracking up. She was
we
like,
love Coach.
your nephew be in my stuff.
See,
And
I
her,
already
and her
know that's gonna
husband, they
happen.
be in her stuff. She got to go hide it. I was like, they can come order their own stuff. She had me cracking up.
See, I feel Coach's pain. Like, just stay out of my
It's
stuff.
look, I'm here for you, whatever you need.
That's true. Okay, let me try to click this button. Oh,